I don't never know what to choose from this new book, which is full of lots of old pieces, because I'm a really slow writer, but some of them older, some of them newer, and they're all very different, except from the perspective of enemies who would probably think they're all the same, and just with nuances of horror, different from one another. But the one that's most overtly innovative is called Junior Achievement, and I think I will read that one. And tell me really if the mic, put up a hand if there's a problem, because it does involve some screaming. Also some kicking, but I'll just simulate that. Okay. Held by the small doughy fingers of a not terribly dexterous hand, the outer surface of the tweezers more often make contact with the sides of the cavity than they do with the diminutive objects they are intended to grasp. The wrenched ankle or funny bone, the Charlie horse or wishbone, the broken heart or Adam's apple, the sequence of slices nestled in the bread basket. Every time this slip occurs, a red bulb lights up and a buzzer sounds. The younger ones giggle as their older brother grimaces. It's my turn now. No, Robbie, let Kaylee try again. Why does she get to go again? No fair. Because she's the youngest, and because this isn't just playing a game, Rob, it's building skills. Building boring skills. School was more fun. Well, we're doing homeschooling now. The red bulb that signals imprecision, once located between eye and mouth, is now situated between the thighs of the game board figure. A small toolkit lies beside the box and its cover. Hey, you changed the board around. The nose is gone. Why'd you put it... Oh, yeah, I meant to tell you, it's the south nose now. I want us to get used to concentrating in that zone. Jeez, I'm sick of Operation. We play it every day. Why can't we play Boggle or Clue or Pictionary or go to the mall? Well, guess what? We're too young to drive, it's too far to walk, and oh yeah, no money to spend? That's 3 good reasons to stay here, Robbie, and there are lots of better ones I won't scare you with. Get used to it. We aren't going out for a long time. You're so bossy since Mom and Dad died. You think it's fun being the oldest? You're just all irritable from being cooped up. Let's get it out of our system with jumping jacks, and the 4 instruments cheer. Stand up, Kaylee. Repeat after me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Vacuret, cannula, dilator, tentaculum. Come on, give it more oomph. Vacuret. 2 sets of chains, each set joined at the bottom by a curve of plastic, descend from the ceiling over a pool table whose felt is covered by linens patterned with cartoon characters. A boy sits beside a disassembled canister vacuum cleaner, gazing intently at its parts, fastening and removing the hose, attaching it to other tubing, testing its suction. Strewn across the linoleum floor are a population of stuffed animals, hard plastic men with animal appendages, and plastic play food items, hot dogs and burgers in buns, diminutive plates and teacups, halves of fruit with painted seeds, corn cobs, ketchup bottles, and ice cream cones. The boy steps over the numerous obstacles, carrying the tubing to the stairwell. The younger boy suddenly bounds down the stairs. His older brother glances up. Hey, Robbie, want to give me a hand here? The younger boy surveys the wreckage. But I don't get what to do. Look, you're the one who built that Megazord there from the instructions when you couldn't even read them. It must have had 100 parts. Oh, did I tell you, Shay? I renamed my Wild Force Glowing Gorilla Megazord Rogan. I'm proud of you, Rob. A young girl whose legs are less in length than the riser's height hovers at the top of the basement stairs. Every time her foot slaps a step, a smaller body whose pudgy calf she clasps in her hand thuds gently behind her. What you got there, sis? I'm bringing Bitty Baby down. Dolly, stay upstairs. You know the rule. Did you eat breakfast yet? It's getting late. Some Captain Crunch or Fruit Loops? I want Anthrax with banana and milk. Kaylee, I explained that anthrax isn't a cereal, it's a poison, and we can't eat it or even go near it. How about a bowl of Count Chocula instead? Can I watch Blue's Clues, Shay? After you've practiced giving the orange a shot, remember how I showed you right in the belly button? Plunger in, plunger out, a piece of cake. And if you do it right, I'll even let you have some cake, the chocolate cupcake with the white squiggles you like so much, and we can skip the cereal. It's all stale anyway. The young children make shadows on the wall with two long-billed creatures of stainless steel. See my ducky? See my ducky? Hey, why doesn't his beak open? Don't pull the jaws apart, okay? Just move his head up and down. No, the whole thing, up and down. The boy and girl bump the two bills together lightly. See, Shay, the duckies are kissing. Look at our duckies. Then they slide one inside the other, meshing shadows. Guys, now I have to sterilize the speculums all over again. And don't forget to wash your hands before we start. Can you tell me what kind of soap you need to use? Do you remember? Little Mermaid. No, SpongeBob. Not what brand, what kind. Don't you remember our little song? When the ant is sad, his back eye tears, and it feels like an eel. The children chime in. So what kind of soap do we always use? Antibacterial. Great. Now one chorus of the blood alphabet together. How about it? Okay, Shay. A, B, R, H, 1, 2, 3. Now I do my D and C. If she's RH negative, one more shot to go home with. Can I have a fruity roll-up now? And a Go-Gurt for me. Two action figures are poised for battle. One's costume is red, the other pink. They wield long steel rods with curved ends. Both their forearms and the arms they bear are simultaneously gripped within the fist of a child. The two children act as puppeteers, urging their Power Ranger dolls to battle to the death. Their striking ceases only to allow each to procure a second weapon in the opposite hand. But finally, pink is vanquished by red. Ninja Storm, watch out! Mine is the fattest sword, so I win! Their older brother intervenes. Okay, we don't want to scratch the nice, clean instruments. And they aren't swords, they're dilators. So stop banging them against each other and lay them out from thinnest to thickest in the order I showed you. Everything will be ruined if they get mixed up before the procedure. We will mix up the procedure, Shay, don't worry. I have to worry when you can't even say it right. She could have a seizure if you do the procedure wrong, understand? You mean like with our Power Rangers? If the dilator dies him and causes him to bleed too much? Yeah, something like that. And remember our memory game to tell the hard words apart? Two girls, one young, one old. We clean with the old woman, we numb with the young girl. That's kind of dumb. No, it's smart. First, antiseptic plays a visit to the lady pocket. Then her daughter, anesthetic, puts the needle in so the lady has no pain. I like the Powerpuff Girls better. Can't you make me a story with them instead? Not right now. It's time to get ready for work. The older boy lifts a computer-generated sign from the table. He flips through them slowly. He lays them down, leaves the room, returns with Scotch tape. He puts the first sign against the door, Even a Child Incorporated. He tapes it, then obscures it with the second, tapes that, and stands back to survey it. Docs on Trikes. He yanks it off, replacing it with the last, OBGYN Kenobi Incorporated. Finally, he peels this too off the door, crumples each of the sheets, and takes them to the trash can. She was supposed to come when the commercial's on. The downstairs TV's on for you, Kay. Don't whine. You promised only during commercials. I said mostly. I said we start in commercials, but you can't do the procedure in pieces. Besides, I can tape any program you want for later. Well, I can't come down without my lots to love, baby. Kaylee, I told you no dollies downstairs anymore, only up here. Then I'll stay up here. But I need you to help out, remember? It's not fair. Robbie gets to bring his action figures. We need G.I. Joe to stand guard at the window. But you put that black suction paper over the windows. We still need protection. I'll bring Happy Family Midge and Baby then. Please, Kaylee, that's even worse. Okay, then baby Annabelle. She's not even a doll. She's like a real baby. See, her mouth moves when I give her her bottle or her button. Look, Kay, you cry if you don't see the dolls, but the women cry if they do see the dolls. They get very, very sad. Real Barbie is better, okay? Shay, why don't Rugrats do procedures? Because they have mommies and daddies, for one thing. The older boy returns to the basement where, in front of a murky fish tank, a row of gleaming instruments lie upon a folded Barney towel. He smooths the sheets, then peers down at the space between the Lion King's paw and the white background, lifts the sheet. Hey, Robbie, there's a blood stain on the felt. Weren't you supposed to